Hey everybody, what's up? This is Stephen KC Railfan here. So today I have a new locomotive right here. This is from ScaleTrains. It is a locomotive that was recently released, and I'm really glad I got this locomotive. It is actually the 5th run of the SD40-2s, which is really cool. So my example I have is in the CSX in the S scheme, which I'm not sure if this is the steel gray scheme or not, because this is actually an early CSX scheme. I actually got this because I like the gray scheme on CSX because it's a really cool scheme. So really glad I actually pre-ordered this. So we're gonna be taking a look at this and go over the details and everything about it. And also, they also just sent me a new ad. This is basically the 2020 new product announcement volume 2, and it has the cover of a SD45 Southern Pacific. Looks really cool, so we'll take a look over. So you can see they have the Rivet Counter SD45s, and here are the operators. And then also they got the Gunderson auto racks, which are really cool because these are really nice looking freight cars, and I'm really hoping to get these, as well as the new well cars and the containers, which I will be starting an intermodal trains soon this year, so I'm looking forward to that. And that's basically just about it. And also, they also sent me something interesting too. They sent me the ScaleTrains pin, which, you know, goes like that. It's really cool, really nice. This is actually a really cool surprise because I didn't thought ScaleTrains would send me this, but for free. But there it is. So without further ado, let's get started with the review of the 5th run of the ScaleTrains Rivet Counter SD40-2. Alright, so we're going to be unboxing the locomotive, and just basically all this is just slipped it up like this. And what you get inside is the operator's manual and a foam protecting locomotive, and there's the locomotive itself right there. So we're getting out of the box. Let's the camera down. You just slide it out like this. Open up. When you pull the locomotive, you might have to pull it out really gently, so that way in case to prevent damage to the locomotive. So it's also got these to like hold the trucks in place. So there it is, the locomotive itself. So I'm gonna get the locomotive on the tracks, and then we'll begin the review. Okay, so we're gonna start with the front. So basically, the locomotive's got the MU hoses and trailer hoses. It's got the black knuckle couplers, which is really cool. I really like this. It doesn't have a plow because I think the prototype, when it was first delivered, did not have the snowplow. But I'll probably think about putting a plow on the locomotive sometime in the future. And the front's got the windshield wipers up front. Let's grab lots of neat truck details. And I think the cab windows do slide. I think they do. Hang on, let me just try to screw. Yeah, they do slide. The paint job's really crisp. It's also got the B&O license right there, because basically this is a former Baltimore to Ohio locomotive. Front. It's got a horn up here. This is I believe it's a K5LA, which is pretty much the signature horn for like CSX locomotives. Everything about it's really nice. We're going. And then it's got the fan details up front. It's really nicely detailed. And the bell, which is placed here instead of around the fuel tank. Walkway details is nicely done too, as well as like fuel tank details also nicely done, as well as truck details. So now we're gonna go over to the back. And the back also, it's great train line hoses, MU hoses, and couple of details really nice. This locomotive also does not have ditch lights because due to this being like an as-delivered scheme. So, but it doesn't really matter if it doesn't have ditch lights. But it's still a great looking locomotive. So now I'm going to turn it around. And we're going to focus on this is the conductor side. So, conductor side's really nice done as well. Paint job's really nicely crisp, and I really love the great details. Because especially the roof details, I think ScaleTrains nailed it with everything on the roof. It's also got we got some sunshades on the top, and I believe these cab windows do open and close. I'm not sure. No, I don't think they do. So, and we also got a brake wheel right here. You can see all the amazing detail work as well. I think these lights on the nose actually do light up everything. Oh, sorry about that. Let me see if I can get my camera to focus. Show you all that. Even the walkway steps, these steps are also see-through as well. Everything about it. This is actually an outstanding model. I'm really glad that ScaleTrains did a great job on these SD40-2s. So, let me just turn it around again. And then we'll do a short run by to see how this locomotive actually runs. So, here goes. See the marker lights do light up as well as the number boards and the headlight. Oops, I accidentally had the locomotive slightly derailed here. Let me get that back on. So now we'll put it in reverse. So yeah, as you know, this locomotive is actually a DC ready locomotive. So I'm currently running this on STD mode, which is for DCC, which is basically standard DC. So there you go. So basically the locomotive runs really nice, got lots of great details on the locomotive itself. But I'm actually very satisfied with this locomotive. It's very nice, and you may wonder, is this locomotive actually too early for me for the modern era? No. Not exactly. I would just imagine what it'd be like if CSX actually repainted one of their YN3s or YN3B locomotives into this scheme, because basically it's just what I call imaginative thinking. I actually love this scheme a lot, and I really thought it'd be really cool imagining what it'd be like if CSX actually repainted one of their newer schemes of their locomotives into an older scheme like this one, because it's like basically like an experimental paint scheme. So basically, that's why I really admire this paint scheme for CSX locomotives. So, yeah. So, anyways, that's going to wrap it up for the review of the 5th run of the ScaleTrains Rivet Counter SD40-2. I really love this locomotive a lot. But even though I did plan on thinking about getting the YN2 SD40-2, but I'm not sure if I want to or not. So, anyways, that's going to wrap it up for today's review. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and may God bless. We'll leave you guys with a run-by of it in action. So, thank you all for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.